The Mario Galaxy trailer still has many details that most fans didn't pay attention to. Did you manage to catch everything that will appear in Mario's next movie? The paintbrush. At one moment in the trailer, we can see that Bowser Jr. is using a paintbrush, and anyone who doesn't know Mario games won't understand what it means. But this weapon the villain is holding reveals an Easter egg about a character who should appear. We're talking about Professor Elvin Gadd, one of the characters from the Mario universe responsible for creating the craziest inventions in Nintendo games. In the games universe, Professor Gadd is the creator of the paintbrush Bowser Jr. is using, and we can see there's a small orange detail showing the symbol of the company controlled by this genius. Professor Gadd appeared for the very first time in Luigi's Mansion because he loves hunting ghosts. This detail is important because there may be a moment in the movie that shows the ghosts from the Mario universe, but it's almost certain that the scientist will appear in the movie, especially because we see Princess Rosalina fighting a robot that looks a lot like the professor's face. But it's important to remember he isn't a villain. Our theory is that Bowser Jr. stole the scientist's technology to fight Mario, and that's pretty creepy, right? Today you're going to see a lot of details about Mario Galaxy the movie. You already know, right? Another Cinewave is starting! Scene. Now we're going to talk about a scene that Nintendo's official channel released along with the trailer. It shows Princess Rosalina sitting in a library talking to her children, the Lumas. In this scene, we can see Rosalina in a library trying to talk to her kids about Princess Peach, but the little stars don't want to hear the same story every night. What they really want is to hear the story of the Plumber brothers Mario and Luigi. This moment is a reference to the very first Mario Galaxy game, in a stage where the protagonist meets Rosalina in the same library. But in the game, it's a moment where we discover the story of the Space Princess, not Peach. So, in the movie, they changed which story will be told. Maybe in this moment, we'll discover Peach's origin, and besides that, the Lumas seem to know Mario and Luigi. That's why we believe this scene happens at the very beginning of the movie, when Rosalina is going to tell a story from the past. And this past is the adventure we are going to watch. And that's pretty cool, don't you think? Robot. In the trailer, we can see that Princess Rosalina is fighting a giant robot with big round eyes. We already explained that this robot looks very similar to Professor Elvin Gadd, but he is not the one piloting the machine. In a scene Nintendo released along with the trailer, we can see that Bowser Jr. is inside a machine that seems to be the control panel of a robot. This proves that this character might steal a powerful machine to try to attack Princess Rosalina, and according to what the trailer shows, he says he's going to take the Space Princess by force. So, something strange is happening in this movie, because in the Mario Galaxy game, the kidnapped princess is Peach, but Bowser Jr. goes after the mother of the Lumas. That's weird. Will the movie really change that much? The festival. During the trailer, we see that the Festival of Falling Stars is going to take place, which was expected because this event is part of the Mario Galaxy game. But something many people are theorizing is that the stars falling into the Mushroom Kingdom are actually the Lumas. If this is true, then we already have the answer for what that Luma star was doing in the first movie. It must have fallen into the Toad's Kingdom during the last Star Festival. If the theory isn't confirmed, then maybe the lights falling into the Mushroom Kingdom could be those power-filled stars that Mario and Luigi used to defeat Bowser in the first movie. What could be the truth behind these lights? Fight. In a very action-packed moment of the trailer, we can see Princess Peach fighting some creatures dressed in black. And since this scene is extremely fast, almost nobody realized they are actually ninjas. They are creatures that like to attack characters using kung fu moves, and the very first idea for them came from Nintendo in Super Mario World 2, where ninjas would invade the hero's dreams. But it looks like they're going to fight Princess Peach in an epic battle that promises to be one of the most incredible in the movie. Scenery. Still in the same scene of Princess Peach fighting the ninjas, many people wondered what that place was. It looks like a bright and toy-like scenario, but when we see the scene from above, we can recognize where that is. There is a spinning piece in the center that looks like a Las Vegas casino roulette wheel. This is a reference to the World Bowser stage from Super Mario 3D World. In other words, Mario Galaxy won't be the only game adapted for this movie. What's your favorite Mario game? Comment number Mario so we can get to know you. Star. In a very interesting scene from the trailer, we see see Peach and Toad jumping onto a star to travel between worlds. This is a reference to the teleporting stars that exist in Mario Galaxy. But here there's a change, because in the game, Princess Peach is kidnapped and taken into space. But in this movie, she and Toad go together on a mission to other planets. Rain. At the beginning of the trailer, we can see that the story starts in Bowser's castle, and that some thunder strikes the sky as if it were raining. But we know that's a lie, because the castle shown in the scene is actually the mini Bowser's prison. And that prison is inside Princess Peach's castle. Besides that, Luigi turns on the light right afterward. But the strange thing is that the thunder is still there. So it looks like there's something inside the princess's castle that makes Bowser feel at home. Barbecue. Now here's a really funny detail. When Bowser is talking to the Plumber Brothers, we can see that there are some regular house objects on the castle's balcony. We can see a watering can, a broom, a bucket, a beach chair, and the funniest thing is that tucked in the corner, we can see a barbecue grill. This means Bowser likes to grill meat on the weekends. Does Princess Peach let him invite friends over for weekend parties? Flag. In the same scene where the villain is talking to the heroes, we can see that there's a painting behind Mario, and right in the center of the drawing, there's the image of a flag. This flag is at the top of a pole, and anyone who knows the Mario universe knows that it's the iconic flag that marks the completion of a level in the older games, or even the very end of the game when Mario defeats Bowser. It's really cool to see that the movie's production thought about such small details to build this adventure, don't you agree? Clown car. In one of the hidden paintings in Bowser's prison, we can see an image of the villain on top of the famous Koopa clown car, which is a flying ship Bowser uses to attack Mario from above and travel at high speed. It will probably be with a ship like this that Bowser Jr. will invade Princess Peach's castle to rescue his father. Could this machine be part of the great villain's escape plan? One thing is certain, if we get a sky battle where the villain uses the Koopa clown car, fans will absolutely lose their minds. Painting. At one moment in the trailer, when the camera is rising and showing Bowser's home, we can see some hidden paintings, and one of them, on the left side, shows a pink canvas with a blonde woman wearing a light pink dress. Of course, that is an image honoring Princess Peach. Everyone has to admit that Bowser is quite the artist. There's a new video here every day, so subscribe and hit the bell to stay up to date. Plant. Still talking about things Bowser likes to paint, we can see that right after he chooses a painting, we get a view of a dark canvas showing some piranha plants from Mario's stages. It looks like the villain has been drawing some very dangerous things. Beach. A lot of people wondered what aquatic planet Princess Peach and Toad are on. We have the answer! We are definitely talking about one of the coolest water stages in the entire Mario universe. That is the Beach Bow Galaxy, a world full of beaches and sunshine where our hero needs to find a star to travel between worlds. It's definitely going to be really fun seeing this stage adapted for the movie. Wand. We know you probably noticed this detail already, but it's still worth talking about Princess Rosalina's magic wand. We can see that it has an enormous magical power and will probably make her one of the strongest characters in the movie. Is that why Bowser Jr. wants to kidnap the princess? Maybe he wants her power. Flower. A detail that many people missed is that one of Bowser's paintings shows some happy flowers. They appear right in the middle of the canvas, and this image hides a secret. These flowers can be seen in the game Yoshi's Island, meaning it's an Easter egg referencing Mario's dinosaur friend, who will probably appear in this movie. Bowser definitely saw these flowers the day he stole that egg shown in the post-credits scene of the first movie, and maybe Yoshi will show up in the sequel coming next year. Umbrella. If you pay close attention to the scene where Mario and Princess Peach are watching the falling stars together, the princess is holding her famous heart-shaped umbrella. Strange, because everyone knows she uses this umbrella as a weapon, just like she will in the fight against the ninjas. But even with the stars, it isn't raining. Did Peach sense danger and decide to take her deadly weapon to the Falling Stars Festival? Either way, we'll only find out on April 3rd, 2026 when the movie is released. We've left 2 videos on your screen so you can choose and keep having fun with us. See you in the next video!